It's a mystery that we have no easy answer for. Pigeons are known for being noisy and annoying, but where are they actually sleeping? How do pigeons sleep at night? Pigeons sleep on their feet. They are known to sleep for about 12 hours a day, and will only sleep on one foot at a time. Pigeons are very active during the night, but they do seem to get some shut-eye. It is believed that pigeons sleep at night by standing up and resting on one foot while keeping the other one in contact with the ground. Pigeons also have an interesting way of sleeping called narcolepsy. They can fall asleep anywhere, anytime, even when awake. Pigeons are known to sleep in crowded groups, which is a behavior that has been observed since the Middle Ages. In the 1800s, naturalists observed that pigeons slept in a special position with their heads tucked under their wings and their eyes facing upwards. This position was named the pigeon's sleep or dormative posture. Today, scientists have found out that pigeons actually sleep in this position for two reasons. Firstly, it allows them to maintain a constant body temperature by preventing heat from escaping, and secondly, it helps them keep an eye on predators. What are pigeons and what do they do at night? Pigeons are birds that are often found in cities. They have a bad reputation for causing a lot of noise and damage to property. However, they can also be helpful to humans with their amazing ability to find food and water during times of drought or famine, as well as their ability to find people who might be lost or injured. Pigeons are known for getting into trouble at night, especially when the power goes out and the lights go out. But they help keep city streets safe by warning drivers when pedestrians cross the street at night. Pigeons warn drivers by making loud noises when pedestrians cross the street. Pigeons typically roost in dark places during the day, but at night they go out to search for food and water. The birds fly in flocks during the day, and can be seen swooping down on open spaces to feed on seeds or other food items that humans leave behind. The nighttime of the pigeon, how the birds sleep. The nighttime of the pigeon is characterized by their tendency towards a semi-conscious state, while they are resting on their perches during daylight hours, but still alert enough to avoid predators and take flight quickly when danger arises. The birds also experience periods of activity where they eat, drink, mate, and socialize with each other until they retire for the night. The pigeon sleeps in a way that allows it to wake up quickly if any danger approaches, but still stay asleep in case there is no danger. The birds sleep in a very different way from humans. They sleep at night, and they sleep for about half of the day. They have an interesting way of getting to sleep that is different from how humans do it. The pigeons are believed to be the first animals to have evolved a circadian rhythm, which is the body's natural clock that regulates when we sleep and wake up. This system has been found in many animals, including humans. How do pigeons stay warm at night? There is a lot of explanation on how pigeons stay warm at night. Some say that they are able to regulate their body temperature by sleeping in the sun during the day, while others say that they have special feathers called barbs which help them stay warm. Pigeons and other birds have a unique ability to regulate their body temperature by sleeping in the sun during the day and staying cool at night. They can also do this because of their feathers, which are called barbs. These barbs have microscopic hooks that are able to trap air and heat. When it gets cold, birds huddle together to stay warm. They do this in a group called a roost. Pigeons use their feathers as a blanket for the roost. The feathers are arranged in layers and then covered with downy feathers from the bird's belly. The downy layer traps air between its scales, which makes the pigeon feel like it is being surrounded by a thin wall of insulation. Pigeon-friendly locations and habits. Pigeons are one of the most popular birds in the world. They are also one of the most common species that people encounter in their daily life. Pigeons have a wide range of habitats and behaviors, which makes them a very interesting bird to study. Some places that are pigeon-friendly include parks, gardens, backyards, rooftops, and balconies. Pigeons are considered to be one of the most intelligent birds. They are also very popular as pets and are used in art, poetry, and literature. Pigeon-friendly locations. 1. Buildings with high ceilings that pigeons can fly through without touching the top of the roof. 2. Shelters for pigeons during bad weather. 3. Abandoned buildings that have been renovated for new tenants and no longer have pigeon habitats. Habits. 1. Pigeons like to roost in trees or on roofs with high ceilings. 2. Pigeons like to nest in abandoned buildings or old warehouses. How does a pigeon's circadian rhythm work? The circadian rhythm is the body's 24-hour internal clock that regulates many bodily functions. It is a response to environmental stimuli like light and temperature. Pigeons have a circadian rhythm that helps them to sleep at night, eat during the day, and avoid predators. The time when they are most active coincides with their natural food source, when people are out at work or school. Pigeons are able to sleep for up to 18 hours a day, and it takes around 14 hours for them to wake up. They also have different sleeping patterns during the day and night. The way pigeons sleep has been studied extensively by scientists, who have found that pigeons go into REM sleep at different times during the night, with some going into REM sleep as early as 1 hour after sunset, and others as late as 5 hours after sunrise. What is the purpose of a pigeon roost? A pigeon roost is a place where pigeons gather. It is a place where they can escape from predators and find food. The purpose of a pigeon roost is to provide shelter for pigeons, who are then used for their droppings and feathers. The droppings are mixed with straw and used for fertilizer, while the feathers are used for stuffing mattresses, pillows, and other textiles. Pigeons are not the only animals that use roosts for shelter. Other animals such as bats, squirrels, and possums also use them for safety and protection. Some of these animals have even been known to build their own nests out of twigs and leaves on top of a roost. What are the characteristics of a healthy pigeon roost? The characteristics of a healthy pigeon roost are the factors that will determine if it is a good place for the birds to live. Pigeons need to be able to see each other and have enough space for them all to fly. They also need to be able to find food easily, so they should be able to see different types of food sources. The roost should also have a dark place where they can sleep in safety with no predators around. The most important quality of a roost is that it needs to have plenty of places for pigeons' feathers and droppings. This will prevent diseases from spreading in the area and make sure there is enough ventilation so that the air doesn't become too hot or too humid. A healthy pigeon roost should be a place where birds are free to explore and rest. It should also provide food and water for these birds. Pigeon roosts can be found in cities, parks, and gardens. They are usually found near trees or buildings that provide food and water for them during their stay. Conclusion: for where do pigeons sleep at night? Pigeons sleep anywhere from 10 to 24 hours a day, but usually on rooftops or high up in trees.